mais essa aula do Messias Tribal Celestial, através do reverendo David Kim. Hoje nós estamos muito felizes por recebê-lo e iremos continuar a estudar sobre as atividades do Messias Tribal Celestial na prática, assim como nós fizemos na semana passada. Então, antes de iniciarmos, eu gostaria de convidar para poder fazer a oração o senhor Rolando Iriarte, ele é secretário-geral da Sub-Região 2. Vamos recebê-lo para poder fazer a nossa oração.
Muchas gracias, vamos a orar. Hanel Pumunim, Sinli Hashin, Chonjin Champumnim. Te agradecemos, Padre de todo corazón, por reunirnos aquí en este momento, centrado en nuestro líder continental. Queremos nosotros humildemente, Padre, que nos guíe, que esté presente en este momento con nosotros y que a través de esta guía nosotros podemos entender más profundamente sobre su divina providencia. El sueño anhelado de Hanel Pumunim, el camino de Mesías Tribal Celestial para tornarse familias Chombo. Queremos agradecerte de todo corazón. Hoy estamos reunidos con los presidentes subregionales, también líderes nacionales y líderes de todo el continente, Padre. Queremos agradecerte de todo corazón una vez más. Queremos aprender cada vez más de parte de cada testimonio de las familias, de cada Mesías Tribal Celestial que está trabajando arduamente para cumplir su misión. Queremos una vez más convocarte humildemente para que nos acompañen en este momento. Oro y reporto esta oración en nombre de mi familia, Iriarte Koslova, miembro de una familia bendecida central, Ayu.
Ok, muito obrigado ao senhor Rolando pela oração. Então, nesse momento, nós vamos receber o reverendo David Kim para dar início, então, à nossa aula do Messias Tribal Celestial. Vamos recebê-lo com uma salva de palmas.
Okay, yes. Good evening, all Heavenly Tribal Messiahs. Long time no see. Everybody's okay? Yeah, last week we had discussed the first step of Heavenly Tribal Messiahs to become Chambo family. The first step was let us become Chambo family first by achieving 430 families vertically, horizontally blessed. So I think that everybody now is very clear of that point. So in order for us to really be able to success for that first step, the most important point for us to work is making spiritual world and the physical world become one, as one, right? Bound, bond. And then our Heavenly Traveling Messiahs are able to call spiritual world and then bring absolute good spirit and then work together. I'm sure more and more Heavenly Traveling Messiahs will realize and then experience the oneness of spiritual world and the physical world, and then more and more will gain power and then the heavenly fortune to be able to create miracles. So in that sense, today, before I go to the next step, so I ask you to provide, some experiences of oneness between two worlds. So we have some testimonies today. We first we want to share with the four families how spiritual work, and then what's supposed to be our attitude to work as one with two worlds. So let us get the testimony first, and then I will keep going, explaining next step. Listen, can you go to next step? No. Are you ready to show the testimonies?
Yes. Ok. Pode soltar, Roberto.
Boa noite. Quero agradecer a Deus, verdadeiros pais, por esta oportunidade. Eu sou o pastor Roberto Pascoalato de Azevedo, casado com a Andréia Mara Alves da Costa de Azevedo. Nós somos da bênção de 1997, temos 4 filhos. Desde pequeno, eu tenho tido experiência com o mundo espiritual. Mas uma em particular é que sempre quando eu dormia, eu ouvia barulho de pessoas batendo num grande portão de metal, um portão grande e velho, as pessoas batendo, pá. E eu perguntava para meus pais, para muitas pessoas, meus avós, meus tios, se eles também ouviam. E ninguém ouvia, e não tinha uma explicação para isso. Eu não sabia o que era, e ninguém conseguia me explicar também o que poderia ser. E eu entrei na igreja com 17 anos, e durante cerca de 10 anos eu fiz muitas condições, investimento de amor, palavra, para poder restaurar os membros da minha família. E só depois de 10 anos, todos eles viraram membro. Meu pai, minha mãe e mais 4 irmãos físicos. Apenas uma irmã mais velha não tornou membro nesse tempo. Este processo ocorreu em 1999 e teve bastante influência do mundo espiritual, principalmente a minha avó materna. Após começar a libertação dos meus antepassados, uma vez eu vi espiritualmente, fazendo condição, aquele sonho, aquela experiência que eu tinha com o portão velho, ele se abriu e eu vi muitas pessoas saindo. Então eu entendi que quando batia, era pessoas que estavam do outro lado, querendo sair, esperando uma oportunidade para sair. Eles saíram, parece que para um lugar melhor. E agora, no tempo de hoje, já passou 21 anos, eu fiz uma condição de champion durante 40 dias, pedindo para o mundo espiritual trazer a minha irmã mais velha, que morava em Minas Gerais, a mais ou menos 15 horas de distância aqui de São Bernardo. Imediatamente ao fim da condição de 40 dias, uma semana depois, ela me ligou dizendo que queria me visitar. Embora eu já havia chamado ela por 28 anos para ela vir me visitar, ela nunca conseguia vir. E nesse tempo, em apenas 40 dias, ela veio. Com o resultado, né, que ela veio, ela assistiu o princípio divino, conferência sobre o verdadeiro Pai, ela tomou vinho, né, recebeu a bênção, a cerimônia do vinho, ficou muito emocionada, derramou lágrima. E aí eu iniciei uma outra condição de 21 dias de oração para trazer os filhos delas, que já estavam seguindo a vida porque já eram adultos. E muito interessante que quando terminou 21 dias, os 3 vieram imediatamente. Aí eu pude dar a conferência do princípio divino, eles leram da biografia, teve uma que chorou quando leu a biografia, e aceitaram e entraram no processo de preparação para a bênção no futuro. É incrível como o mérito da época está diferente e as coisas acontecem rapidamente com a cooperação do mundo espiritual. Realmente, eu tomei consciência do apoio nesse momento do mundo espiritual. Para restaurar os primeiros membros da minha família, 21 anos atrás, demorei cerca de 10 anos. E agora, para restaurar a mesma quantidade, em menos de 2 meses eu consegui. Em 2 meses eu consegui trazê-los. E depois que eu consegui trazê-los, meus parentes, né? Eu comecei a fazer uma oração para ajudar no Messias Tribal Celestial, para encontrar pessoas tipo João Batista. Eu orava pedindo para o mundo espiritual me mostrar uma pessoa tipo João Batista. E foi incrível. Eu encontrei 5 pessoas. 5 pessoas vieram até a mim, né, como líder da sociedade que tem influência, com perfil e potencial para ser João Batista. Eu quero agradecer a Deus, os verdadeiros pais, que criou esse fundamento tão maravilhoso, no qual nesta época nós podemos conseguir resultado tão rápido. Ágil.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes, hermanos y hermanas, familias bendecidas, mesías tribales, parejas chombó de América del Sur. El reverendo David King pidió que hagamos testimonios sobre la movilización del mundo espiritual, específicamente de nuestros propios antepasados, aquellos que fueron liberados y bendecidos. Y él decía en sus charlas que todo está en nuestra mente. Es ahí donde se conecta el mundo espiritual y el mundo físico. Los requisitos para ser pareja chombó son muy exigentes. Lógico, hay que liberar y bendecir 430 generaciones de 4 líneas del esposo, 4 líneas de la esposa. También hay que hacer 430 bendiciones horizontales, en fin, un sinnúmero de cosas y donaciones que hay que preparar. Entonces el punto neurálgico acá es el dinero, ¿no? O sea, uno tiene que contar con dinero. Pero normalmente nosotros llegamos justo a fin de mes, así que nunca tenemos de sobra. Pero creo que todo pasa por el diezmo. A nosotros, como estamos trabajando dentro del liderazgo de la Iglesia de Paraguay, recibimos un aporte mensual y de eso hasta 2019 estábamos dando una contribución mensualmente, pero a partir del 2020 comenzamos a dar el diezmo estrictamente de todo lo que ingresaba. De esta manera comenzó a cambiar la situación y hasta ahora seguimos igual. ¿En qué sentido cambió? Necesitábamos $2.150 para pagar las donaciones de las 430 parejas bendecidas, que es $5 por pareja. ¿Sí? Entonces comenzamos a orar, a clamar al mundo espiritual, a nuestros antepasados, a movilizarlos, a repetir el número 2150, 2150, todo está acá, todo está acá. Sobre esa base ocurrió un milagro. a las 2 semanas que comenzamos a orar por este punto, mi madre espiritual de Estados Unidos, Sara Rita Rico, me llama para preguntar cómo estábamos. Por supuesto, ella ya sabía que habíamos logrado la meta, pero preguntó, ¿qué necesitan? No, nada, no necesitamos nada. ¿No necesitan nada?, exclamó. Bueno, en realidad sí, necesitamos $2.150. Ah, ok. En una semana ya lo teníamos, ese dinero. Ella nos mandó ese dinero. Y ahí nomás lo dimos a la iglesia para cumplir con los requisitos de pareja Chombo. Entonces, todo es una cuestión de determinación. Necesitamos establecer las condiciones en la tierra primero para movilizar al mundo espiritual. Y las condiciones en este caso era el diezmo. Ahí empezó la clave. Así que, queridos hermanos y hermanas, los aliento a seguir adelante en este camino y bueno, éxito para todos. Gracias.
Olá a todos, me chamo Maurício, sou de São Paulo, Brasil, e vou compartilhar com vocês uma experiência que eu tive há um tempo atrás. Após me formar no CARP Brasil, eu entrei em uma equipe de testemunho. Naquela época, eu precisava de um notebook para dar as conferências. Eu não tinha condições financeiras para comprar, então eu me lembrei que a minha figura central da época do CARP, ele sempre ensinou a confiar e trabalhar junto com o mundo espiritual. Então, eu vendi algumas coisas pessoais que eu tinha e consegui juntar um valor de R$150. Mas o preço de um notebook, ele é mais de R$2.000. Mas eu me determinei que iria comprar o notebook com aqueles R$150. Eu comecei a fazer uma condição de oração 7 minutos por 3 dias na frente da loja para mobilizar o mundo espiritual. Os vendedores da loja sempre me abordavam, mas eu não os respondia. Eu apenas focava na minha oração. No 4º dia, senti que o mundo espiritual estava comigo. Então eu decidi entrar na loja e comprar o notebook. Eu sentia que tinha um grupo de pessoas muito grande junto comigo. Então eu senti muita coragem naquele momento, porque podia sentir que existia esse grupo de pessoas junto comigo naquele momento. Eu solicitei ao vendedor que ele chamasse o gerente, né? Pois o vendedor ele estava achando que eu era uma pessoa louca, porque ele me viu ali andando na frente da loja e orando por 3 dias. O gerente ele me atendeu e eu pedi para falar em particular. O gerente ficou preocupado, né? Ele ficou se preocupando se era algum tipo de reclamação sobre a loja que eu estava querendo ali naquele momento fazer. Mas eu tranquilizei ele, né? E disse que não era uma reclamação. Então eu lhe expliquei, né, sobre o trabalho que a gente fazia no CARP e disse que precisava de um computador, mas eu não tinha condições financeiras para comprar. Perguntei se ele poderia me ajudar de alguma forma. Ele entendeu o que eu queria e ficou bem bravo, né, dizendo algumas palavras negativas, recusando, dizendo que não podia me ajudar. Eu não podia desanimar, né, porque o mundo espiritual estava presente junto comigo naquele momento. Então eu não podia mostrar nenhum tipo de atitude de desânimo. Então o que eu fiz foi, eu ignorei o que ele dizia e continuei explicando as atividades do CARP. Em um determinado momento, eu cheguei a dizer para ele: você não está ajudando apenas uma pessoa, você está contribuindo com a restauração nacional. Eu mesmo não sei porque eu disse aquilo, mas sinto que o mundo espiritual foi quem me empurrou para dizer aquilo naquela hora. Naquele momento, de repente, o gerente parou de falar, bravo, e me disse que iria me ajudar. Concordou comigo ali, aí eu já senti que estava conseguindo vitória. Ele explicou que havia um notebook lá de cor branca, que os clientes não gostavam, porque eles preferiam, né, preto ou cinza. E se ele não vendesse esse último aparelho, ele não poderia solicitar mais para o fornecedor. Então ele foi buscá-lo, né? Eu imaginava que esse aparelho que ele foi buscar era um notebook simples, bem baratinho, né? Mas quando ele voltou, eu fiquei surpreso, porque ele veio com uma caixa grande de uma marca cara de computadores. Então ele me explicou, né, que não podia me dar de graça. Então eu disse para ele, né, que eu tinha R$100 ali comigo, né? E ele aceitou os R$100. Não sei porque eu esqueci dos 50. Eu sei que na hora eu falei R$100, ele topou os 100. Ele comprou, né, o notebook, na verdade, no nome dele, né, como se fosse ele comprando, e me entregou o notebook. Como eu sou de origem evangélica, eu sempre vi milagres acontecerem na vida de outras pessoas, né? Eu sempre presenciei momentos em que o mundo espiritual esteve trabalhando na vida das pessoas. Só que lá no fundo, assim, eu não acreditava que aquilo fosse possível acontecer comigo, né? Que eu não conseguia acreditar que o mundo espiritual poderia trabalhar comigo. Mas depois de uma semana usando aquele notebook, né, eu compreendi que o mundo espiritual, na verdade, ele está pronto para nos ajudar. Mas nós, às vezes, criamos barreira quando não acreditamos. Depois de um tempo, eu cheguei a voltar lá na loja para agradecer o gerente. Mas ele já não estava lá, ele já havia sido transferido para um outro endereço, para uma outra loja. Mas eu aproveitei que estava ali e verifiquei na loja quanto que custava aquele notebook. E aquele notebook ele custava cerca de R$3.000. Então, com a cooperação do mundo espiritual, eu comprei um notebook no valor de R$3.000 com apenas R$100. Muito obrigado. Essa foi a experiência que eu tive.
Mi experiencia con el mundo espiritual, la liberación y bendición de antepasados, la carta de deseo y el trabajo en el mesianismo tribal. Mi esposo y yo recibimos la bendición en febrero del 2016. Actualmente estamos viviendo en Paraguay. Recibimos la misión de líderes de CARP aquí en Paraguay. En todo este tiempo hemos buscado tener hijos, pero cada vez que yo me quedaba embarazada, perdía mi embarazo. Luego de mi segunda pérdida, yo recibí la dirección de mi figura central de que antes de tener hijos tenía que liberar y bendecir a todos mis antepasados. Y fue así que empezamos con mi familia la liberación y bendición de antepasados. Durante 3 años hemos trabajado para liberar y bendecir todos nuestros antepasados, y el 26 de julio del 2020 le dimos la bendición al último grupo que faltaba, gracias a las constantes condiciones que mi mamá hacía y también con la ayuda de mi hermano, que pudo pagar todo. También en agosto del 2020 yo me entero que estoy embarazada otra vez. Desde entonces empezamos a buscar un tratamiento, y fue así que en el día en que dimos la bienvenida a nuestros antepasados, en una ceremonia llegamos a consultar con una especialista que por fin nos dio el diagnóstico y tratamiento. Ahora estoy cursando el 7º mes de mi embarazo y siento que estas experiencias solamente fue gracias a mis antepasados y los milagros que otorgan las cartas de deseos que escribimos en cada seminario de liberación y bendición de antepasados. En cuanto al trabajo de mesianismo tribal, mi papá ya les dio bendición a la mayoría de sus hermanos y miembros de su tribu. En la familia de mi esposo también ocurrió muchos milagros gracias a las condiciones que mi esposo lo hace. Por último, quiero alentar a todas las familias bendecidas en liberar y bendecir a todos sus antepasados, y que si tienen un deseo, que haga de corazón en unidad a las cartas de los deseos. Cabe destacar que estos trabajos hicimos con la Trinidad. La Trinidad de trabajo es importante además. Bueno, que Hanul Punin y Padres Verdaderos los bendiga siempre a cada uno de ustedes. Con amor, Eva Aquino.
Thank you, HTM, to give testimonies. So can you put on the PPT somewhere? Yeah. So until next year, we will guide all the Blessed Center family as a Heavenly Tribal Messiah will fulfill the responsibilities of HTM activities and become Chambo family. Chambo family is the family where which can dwell in the Chen Il-gu. So in that sense, as I always emphasize, we have to clearly not only understand, but we have to realize and then we have to know what is the Chen Il-gu and what is the difference from the past time in the in the era of restoration. The different point is spiritual world and physical world become one. So in this unity of two worlds stay in my spirit. In the Divine Principle book, chapter 1, the principle of creation, section 6, the corporeal world and the incorporeal world. It mentioned that those who completed the growth, which means perfected man and then woman has three kind of positions. Number one is this person can dominate spiritual world and physical world. And the second, this person can mediate between spiritual world and physical world. And also this person can be the microcosmos in these two worlds. That means True Mother has shown the life of a typical Chen Il-gu owner. Chen Il-gu owner has that kind of three kind of positions, I believe, and the True Mother has shown exactly this point through her first 7-year course, and now by starting second 7-year course, True Mother asked us that we have to resemble True Mother's foundation throughout our life of faith and then our activities. So that means Chambo family is exactly standing on this situation. That means if we are able to be the Chambo family, and then we can dominate two worlds, spiritual world and the physical world. How? We are working on this physical world, but because of this principle, we can make two worlds as one on this earth. So that means even though it looks like barriers and then impossible things, but with these two worlds become oneness, and then I'm going to become the ruler, kind of a ruler in these two worlds, and then we can break through all barriers and then difficult situation. I'm sure True Mother has shown this point. And then secondly, we are able to become mediator between two worlds, because we are standing on the borderline of these two worlds with our body and then our spirit. That's why our spirit is not only gate of these two worlds, but also the place where these two worlds become one. True Mother has shown this point also. So that's why if we become the Champo family, and then we can stand on the middle of these two worlds. And that's why spiritual world and the physical world will cooperate and collaborate in me. The more precisely said, in my spirit, these two worlds kind of, build up the common base, and then, start to give and take action. So that's why my spirit is in my mind. So that's why my mind, my thought can embrace or include spiritual world and physical world, two worlds. So the allowance of the Chambo family from True Mother means True Mother allowed for us to be perfected and to stand on the middle of these two worlds. So and also we can become the microcosmos between two worlds. The human's position in the principle of creation is not far away from our situation. We have been already approached there, and then we are already touching this, perfected man and perfected woman's position, I believe. So in that sense, as a Chambo family, so we must build up the strong 천일국 on this earth. That's the establishment of 천일국 until 2027. So in that sense, for us to really resemble True Mother, and in order to build up the strong foundation on this earth, number one requirement, or number one fundamental point for us to work in the 천일국 is to gain this position and gain the ability that we can make two worlds as one in me. So that's why I'm emphasizing over and over and over again. Maybe next year I may say same things to you until you say, oh my God, Reverend Kim, start again. I don't want to listen, and just close your ears. Still, I will tell same things. Why? This is the most important point. And then without experiencing, without knowing this point, we cannot make even one step in the channel. Because we have been working and we have been building up the foundation in the era of restoration, not the era of 천일국. So that's why the life in the 천일국 and also our responsibility in the 천일국 is different. So that's why we have to have a different concept and a different paradigm for our life and the life of faith. So the first, starting point or most important foundation for us to really have, our life and activities in the era of Cheonilgo is this. Let us realize and let us experience the oneness of two worlds in me. Once and all heavenly children messiahs to experience this and get to know exactly this point. And then with this kind of experience, with this kind of changed and mindset, and then with a different level of understanding, we are going out for the witnessing or for the restoration of community, for the restoration of nation. Nothing can stop us. So I have seen True Mother's course for last 7 years. And I'm sure that I had found out the principles, orders, which could make a True Mother build up the foundation, victorious foundation. So, Heavenly Tribal Messiahs in Heavenly South America, please let us really change our paradigm and then even challenge to their world. For us to bring the spiritual world in our mind, in our thought. So, through the Cheonbo families work, once we are able to do that, and then second step is to expand our home group activities. Actually, the South America is the original of home group activities. Of course, around 10 or more than 10 years before, there was a certain trend or a certain experimental kind of activities worldwide in order for our church witnessing system to be able to adopt these home group activities. But I'm sure only South America had built up a certain kind of foundation, not in America, North America, not in Korea, even not in Japan. So in that sense, we had very good experience to be successful with the home group activities. And then I know still many blessed families are running your own home groups. So we don't need to give up and we don't need to stop. We have to develop these home group activities as a second step. So first, become Cheonbo family. And then once you become Cheonbo family, and you have to be able to manage your spiritual tribe, which is horizontal for 130 families, right? So, as I already explained, they have been already reborn spiritually, and then next step is among 130 families, we start from one family by one, to bring them to get the blessing, right? Blessing ceremony, and then we have to guide them to work through the way of restoring blood lineage, physical blood lineage. So we bring them to the blessing ceremony in the family church, and then we have indemnity stick ceremony. After that, we will guide them to have a 40 days separation, and then finally we need to teach them and then guide them to have a 3 days ceremony, and then they become completely blessed family like us. And then we need to extend the number, increase the number of these blessed families from 1 to 3 to 12 to 36, and eventually all 430 families as blessed families. That's the final thing that we have to work as a Chonbo family. So in order to do that, how are we going to approach? So far through the home group activities, our Heavenly Traveling Messiah has lots of experience, more experience than me. So I really want to make sure with just the basic 2 points, for you to guide your spiritual tribe to be able to become a blessed family. So that's the first thing is the building personal relationship. Personal relationship. That's a so-called oikos. So you need to build up the personal relationship, 1, 10, 100, and more. That's the shortcut way for us to guide them to go to the next step. So based on the personal relationship, and then at least you need to, teach divine principles so that this truth, divine principle, truth, go to this person and then separate this person as good and evil, so that this person can follow our requirement with the next step, which is getting blessing, right? So that's why building relationship, oikos, and one-on-one divine principle education is a key for Chonbo family to accomplish as home group activities. So in Korea, as you know, more than 1,500 families are Chonbo family now. But Korean Chonbo family, they never implemented home group activity. They don't have experience. Their strong point is that they have all 430, holy wine, drinking kind of spiritual tribe only. They never, they didn't, raise them yet. So that's why after the last year, somehow the anniversary, True Mother gave 100 days activities for Chonbo family, but not all Chonbo family, but the leaders, church leaders, pastors group of Chonbo family. That's around, I guess, around 1/3 of the Chonbo families are pastors, right? So True Mother gave order for this, 1/3 of the Chonbo families in Korea. Within 100 days, you have to guide and you have to manage your spiritual tribe, 430, and then among 430, you have to take 10%, 43 families. You have to raise them to go to the next step. Next step means become blessed family. And what are the standards for them to become blessed family? They have 40 days separation and 3 days ceremony. That's the number one requirement for them to do that. And then second point is that they have to participate Sunday service. But this Sunday service is gonna be on the family church or even Hundok Church, which has been running by the Chonbo family, right? Sunday service, and also as a tithing. Regardless of amount, just a tithing donation. So these 3 elements are the standard for Chombo families' spiritual children to become the blessed family. So True Mother gave 100 days for all the pastors' Chombo families working to make the 43 blessed family. So now Korean pastors nationwide is really hard work together seriously to achieve this goal. I think the 100 maybe soon 100 days will be finished. This is only for Korea. Well, how about Heavenly South America? Wow! I thought, wow, can I just transfer True Mother's direction to Korea toward South America or not? I have been very struggling, right? Because I didn't know the South America situation. Even I didn't know how many Chombo families are in Heavenly South America. So now I got to know more and better. So in that sense, if we applied this True Mother's direction 400 days to South America toward Chombo family, right? In Heavenly South America, Chombo families, all Chombo family who already had passed this home group activities successfully, right? Am I wrong? That means many of Chombo families already, you have more than 43 blessed families who can participate in Sunday service and even who can donate tithing. I think that Chombo families in South America mostly we don't need even 100 days. We can do it within 40 days, I think. What do you think? Can you do that? Don't worry, Reverend Kim, don't worry. We already made it. You should be able to say it like this. That's what I say, right? So that's why we will just follow the Korea True Mother's way. Okay, so that's why from now on, Chombo families already had passed the first step, right? Chombo family in Heavenly South America already we passed through the first step. We have to check them, how much we going on the second stage, second level. So that's why I think among Chombo family, if you have more than 43 blessed families, right, who already have a 3 days ceremony and they're coming to Sunday service, or you can if you can manage Sunday service and then once they come, that's okay. And also once you ask them to donate tithing, once they put their tithing, and then that's exactly bless the family. You have a 43, and I'm sure you can go to the last step, which is Hundo home church level. I don't know how many exactly, but I'm sure each nation, among the Chombo family, certain number of Chombo family will be able to start Hundo home church earlier than Korea. And why don't we make a report to True Mother? Heavenly South America already finished the 43, and we already started Hundo home church. Who can do that? Hey, Chombo families, are you there? Can you make a report within next week? Oh my God, I cannot hear. So that's the second level. And then once we start the Hundok home church, and our goal is local community. Okay, on the second level, for the home group activity, we need to develop the oikos to increase personal relationship, right? Personal relationship one by one. And then eventually we will have more than 100 of oikos individual oikos. The more blessed family we make, the bigger oikos foundation we may have. So once we start Hundok home church, which means once we start Hundok home church, our oikos need to be transformed from the second level to the third level. Second level is a personal oikos, a personal relationship. But third level is oikos in the community, right? Based on my tribe, I need to spread out this standard to the community. Community means, it's exactly the same. We will keep putting this, these two elements in the level of home group activity: one-on-one divine principle and oikos. But on the second level, oikos is a personal relationship. But third level oikos will be the social oikos. And what's supposed to be the social oikos? Social oikos is social activities, social movement. So, for example, we can use our tribe, right? Our tribe, maybe 10 or 20, people with my tribe can create a certain social project which can practice living for the sake of others. Living for the sake of others. We may build up we may create a certain project to help or to support favela in your area, or children groups, or all the people's facilities. There are many places where need support or certain project. So that's why we can start from one project in their community, in your area, not only by yourself but also together with your tribe. So this is the shortcut way to really influence to your community. So that's why the extension and the final goal of the final achievement of portion of responsibility as a Chambo family is to restore the local community, change the local community to the Heavenly Parents community, right? That's why True Mother, started Heavenly Parents community. This is the gift for Chambo family, I believe. So one side, all blessed family will work to become, to be able to achieve the community, the restoration of the community, right? Local community. And then in the national level, we will work for the nation with all the providential organization together. And once we achieve the restoration of a nation, which I already explained in the 7 days vision seminar, what does it mean? Restoration of nation, and how we can achieve, right? So that's why once we achieve the restoration of nation, and each blessed family as a Chambo family, restore the local family. This is the foundation for our nation to become kingdom of heaven destination. So this is what True Mother really want to achieve for the next 7 years until 2027. So that's why the accomplishment of Vision 2027 was supposed to be foundation or first step. That's, I think, it's a Chunbo family providence. So those Chunbo family, I think the second step is not so difficult for most of the Chunbo family. We have already lot of experience, and we can easily pass. And then those who are not Chunbo family, let us focus on really build up the oneness with the two words, so that we can clearly realize and get to know these two words. Unity can create miracles and enormous power. And then I'm sure, sooner or later, we will be able to start the Hundo Home Church. Okay, so based on these, steps, I would like to get some questions or response. Can you?
Abrir el micrófono y interrogar si
No. There is no translation in English, right? So you have to translate. Yeah, okay.
en inglés.
No, es que le van a hablar en español.
Sí, pero
Y él va con él, nosotros a traducir. No.
Tienen que escuchar ustedes.
Okay, do you have some comment or questions or whatever?
Quem tiver alguma pergunta, por favor, levante sua mão. Senhor Esteban Beltramino, pode desmutar seu microfone, pode fazer a pergunta.
¿Puede dejar de compartir pantalla?
Ahora sí, acércate.
Hola. ¿Se puede hacer una pregunta? Hola.
Sí, puede perguntar.
Ok. En una de las charlas, el reverendo David King dijo que en esta etapa él quería empoderar a los mesías tribales celestiales. ¿Cómo eso puede ser, cómo puede relacionarlo eso con la estructura misma de la iglesia? ¿Se entendió?
Translate.
In one of your lectures, you said you want to empower the families in the church. But how this is affected to the structure of the church? Affected to the structure of the church.
Yes, that's the structure.
The structure.
The structure of church.
Yeah. It's kind of, you said that if each family is going to be pastors, leaders, or their own tribal messiah, how they're going to affect it? We're going to still have a pastors, or who is going to affect in this? because now we have one pastor and one family, right? But if everybody empower, and they lead.
Empower. Oh, okay. Empower. Can I answer?
Yes. Yeah, you answer, but somebody else.
Okay, empowerment doesn't mean empowering them to change to their position. Empowering to make all the members to be able to accomplish the providential mission and responsibilities. Then means the empowerment I used to tell in my lecture. Okay. Is it? Can you understand? So, do you have any other comment or questions?
Aqueles que quiserem fazer uma pergunta, levante suas mãos que nós habilitamos o microfone.
Okay. I didn't give more detailed explanation for the third step. Rather, I try to give just the pictures for our future of activities. So once we make sure with 3 steps, and then I'm sure that once first group of Chambo family reached Hundok home church after finished successfully with the home group activities, and then I will have a chance to put the more detailed explanation and the detailed kind of scenery for the last step. At this time, the simplicity is better for us to understand and to make a plan with a goal. So, and then now, can you work on that situation? Can I make a report to True Mother that Chambo families in Heavenly South America is better than Korean Chambo family pastor groups? No? Not yet? No response, right? Okay. Thank you, everybody. So today we can wrap up the earlier. Okay, if you don't have any questions or comment or whatever you want to say, let us wrap up. Then. Oh, okay.
Alejandro, você tem uma
Alejandro,
pergunta?
okay. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Reverend Kim. I want to last week we made a question, but this question was not good understand. There is a sister here in Colombia.
What are you doing back here?
She received the blessed in 1995, but her husband left the church. In this moment, she is alone. She is single again because her husband left the church, but he complete all liberation and blessing ancestors. But she don't know how can make Chombo register. She is now she is around the 60 years old or a little more, but she wants to know how can she make to Chombo register, because she broke the bless some years ago.
Okay. Okay, I have some question. What does it mean, broken blessing? Means okay, her husband left the church, but how about her blessing officially? Is it finished or still in the blessing status in the church?
El hermano se fue de la iglesia and ellos nunca más volvieron a tener contacto. This brother left the church and they don't have more contact between them.
No. My point is that in the blessing department,
Ele está perguntando se foi quebrada no departamento de família oficialmente.
Reverendo Kim, I'm not sure. I am not sure. No estoy seguro.
Okay, that's why in order for us to make a solution, we have to know these informations clearly. For example, if her blessing broke, right? And then in the headquarters, the blessing department, her blessing was broken, and then she is single now, but centering on heavenly rule, she is still that blessed couple. Is she a member? Is she coming to church?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she is a member, and now she is a candidate for the blessing. We are looking for somebody for her.
Re-blessing.
Yes, re-bless.
That means you need to check one more time. It's their marriage, break, officially reported or not.
Okay, I understand.
As long as she is one of blessed families, officially, she can be Chombo family.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Reverend Kim.
Yeah, please check the detail situation.
Em Dayatuba, por acaso vocês têm alguma pergunta? Vou abrir seu microfone.
Sim, eu tenho. Ai, eu tenho dificuldade para abrir a câmera. Você está me ouvindo?
Sim, está ouvindo.
Então, a minha pergunta é, no caso aí, ele está falando que a nossa mãe está dizendo que a gente precisa desses 430, eu entendi que nós temos que pegar 3 casais, é isso? E educar, fazer com que esses casais façam cerimônia de 3 dias e depois depois disso, essas famílias têm que começar a dizimar, só aí, então, fazer os home group. É isso que eu entendi. Depois desses home group, como que vai conseguir fazer essa multiplicação? Essa multiplicação, ela vai ficar se transforma em uma tribo, tipo a tribo da Fátima, a tribo do Wilson, um outro casal, um exemplo. E isso vai se tornar independente da instituição também?
You explained in the lectures, we need to have 130 bliss. Also, they need to completely all the steps and become bliss families. And after that, they're going to have home groups and home groups, and they're going to grow. In that way, they're going to have a tribe. And all those, but all those tribes gonna be connected with the church or gonna be independent of the church? What is the future for this group that we create my tribe? My tribe, how I gonna manage it? With the church, connect with the church
Well, once you start a home church, this is a home church. You are home church leader. So you are responsible for your tribe spiritually as well as physically. That means as long as you are able to manage the Sunday service and then guide your tribe to participate in Sunday service and then guide them to offer donation and tithing, and you will manage for that. And then in the for that, so you need to manage your church, your home church. So in that sense, we will have a further kind of work to make a certain standard between family church, local church, and home church. Yeah, we will allow basically home church leaders, which means the Chombo family. And once you run your own home church, you will get the donation. But how to use this donation, and then with how much percent of the donation will go to the local church, family church, will be decided in the future, sooner or later. So that means you're gonna be the home church leader. That's why basically you are the person who responsible for taking care of your tribe and educate them and then guide them, everything. And then okay, Samuel, can you put the other one, the structure? Yeah. Look at this one. The left-hand side, this is the family church, current kind of local church. The right-hand side is the home church, exactly home church. So as Chombo family, you are responsible for pastoring pastoring your tribe, education, oikos, and then also you will keep managing them with various styles of activities. So, and then with them, you need to build up a social project as oikos in the society. Okay, that's what you as a Chambo family and Hundo home church leaders to do once you started Hundo home church. And then also at the same time, the left hand side, there is a family church, big church. And big churches basically exist to support the home church activities for the Chambo families. So how? Number one, the family church, local church should organize the consistent kind of blessing ceremony, so that Chambo family can change these holy wine couples to blessing couples, blessed couples, right? So in that case, Chambo family cannot have a holy wine other than blessing ceremony, even though you have a holy wine ceremony, because still true parent, true mother didn't give authority for blessed family as a Chambo family to be able to have a blessing ceremony. So blessing ceremony need to be held in the family church under the church pastor's dominion. So that's why every week, maybe once a week, blessing will be held consistently, and the local Chambo families, right, two even tens of Chambo families can bring their spiritual tribe members after oikos and then one-on-one education, bring them and join to the family church blessing ceremony. So that's why family church with the local current church leaders will create and will have blessing ceremony, and then we'll have a consistent workshop or seminar to educate further education for those blessed members, because home church leader, right, Chambo family can educate with one-on-one divine, most simple, basic, but we need further divine principle education and the education for the life of faith, and then educate the true parents, many things. So that's why the family church will set up the step by step educational track education, and then we will put this consistent educational track in the family church. And also, even though Chambo family has a Sunday service in the home church, but at least once a month, all the people in the home church can gather together as one in big, local church, big, family church, and then we will gather together with one cultural event as a blessed families and as a true families, and then we have a kind of festival, right? True family festival once a month in local area. So that's why this kind of cultural event or cultural gathering or family festival will really impact to the local community. So that's why this kind of cultural event, cultural gathering, cultural service, and local project, various local project will really go, and these situations will impact to the local community. so that local community, accept us and respect us and work together with us. This is what Chombo families do in the future.
Será Silcinha, se ela tem alguma pergunta?
Sim, Jinho. Eu tenho uma pergunta, né? Eu vou falar em inglês. Então, Reverend Kim, if a blessed couple, one of the spouse committed the fall, can they still continue to give the Heavenly Tribal Messiah holy wine?
English?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Within a blessed couple, if one of the spouse committed the fall and they have not drunk the holy wine, special grace holy wine, can they still continue to give the holy wine ceremony for Heavenly Tribal Messiah?
Okay. Did this couple participate special in special what that?
Special grace forgiveness?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Both of them fell, or one of them fell?
One of them.
And their spouse knows that point, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in that case, spouse can build up the indemnity condition, and on the other side, you can keep the working as a heavenly tribal messiahship. So this situation is a kind of a very serious and bad situation, but as long as one side, the spouse get to know, and then still want to keep the blessing, not break, and then even though it's not perfect, but still you can this couple can stand on the position of blessed family, which means still can work for the tribal messiahship.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, if we don't have, I think we're better to discuss next week. Honison is here? Honison.
Yeah, it's here.
Can you wrap up, finish it with closing prayer? Somebody else? Not coming out?
Samuel, a questão do ASP.
Someone? Pray.
I think, please, you ask for someone. Join some from here.
Buenas noches a todos, irmãos e irmãs. Nosotros iremos realizar um evento de YSP mañana a las 5 de la tarde em horário de Brasil, las 3 de la tarde em horário de Peru, e las 4 de la tarde em horário de Bolívia. Nós gostaríamos de invitar a todos para participar deste evento de Synergy. Eu colocarei um vídeo para mostrar um pouco sobre o que será esse evento. Entonces, nosotros iremos compartilhar el enlace para que todos puedan estar asistiendo a este evento mañana. Muchas gracias.
Finish. I think you need to final play.
Finish the set.
No, yeah, maybe you need to do the final play.
Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. Are you ready to finish? So join me in prayer. 존귀하신 하늘 부모님, 사랑하옵는 천지인 참 부모님, 신남미의 신종종 메시아가 첨보 과정으로서 섭리 앞에 책임 다하는 그 길을 2022년도에까지 이루고 모두가 다 첨보 과정이 되기 위한 결의를 가지고 출발하여 이제 신종종 메시아 학교를 운영하고 오늘 절반째 6일째를 끝내사옵니다. 정말 저희들이 오늘 참 부모님이 이끄시는 그 섭리에 주류에 맞추어서 나갈 수 있는 저희들이 되어지게 허락하여 주시옵고 참 부모님의 승리를 상속받는 그 길이 바로 오늘 저희들뿐만 아니라 저희들의 후손이 하늘 앞에 영원한 선민으로서 천민으로서 축복받는 길임을 생각하기에 부족함이 없도록 허락하여 주시옵소서. 그래서 신남미의 신종종 메시아들이 첨보 과정으로 승리하여서 국가 복귀의 그 기준 위에 지역 복귀의 이상을 이루어서 이 신남미를 하늘이 사랑할 수밖에 없고 하늘이 축복할 수밖에 없는 그러한 천일국 시대의 하늘 중심으로 한 대륙이 되어질 수 있도록 저희들이 다시금 마음을 모으고 출발하기에 부족함이 없도록 하늘이 함께하여 주시고 이끌어 인도해 주시기를 간절히 바라옵고 원하옵니다. 저희들이 매주 이 신종종 메시아 학교를 통해서 배우고 또 점검하고 저희들이 아는 내용들을 모아서 이제는 강력한 행동으로 옮겨서 이 저희들의 결의와 또 저희들의 각오와 저희들의 행동이 이 코로나 팬데믹으로 인해서 얼어붙었던 이 세계를 치우고 녹여낼 수 있는 원동력이 되고 그 길이 되어지기에 부족함이 없도록 함께하여 주시옵소서. 지켜주시는 은사 앞에 감사드렸고 일주일 동안 저희들이 어떻게 이 주신 말씀과 저희들이 가야 될 그 길을 놓고 만들어낼 것이나 하는 것을 고민하면서 현장에서 부딪힐 수 있는 승리하는 신종종 메시아의 첨보 과정이 되어질 수 있도록 역사해 주시고 축복해 주시기를 간절히 바라옵고 원하면서 이 모든 말씀을 축복 중심 가정 김동호 이름으로 보고하며 아뢰사옵나이다. 아주. Thank you all, Heavenly Tribal Messiahs. See you on next week. Bye bye.
Boa noite, boa noite, boa noite.
Boa noite.
Obrigada, boa noite.
Boa noite, Reverendo Kim. Boa noite.
Boa noite. Boa semana a todos.
Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa noite. Thank you. 감사합니다. Boa noite. Boa noite a todos, irmãos e irmãs. Até a próxima.